Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coffee Talk, where we talk
without coffee.
How often do we catch ourselves 3 seconds into recording?
Just, you know what, like, this has been one of those mornings for me where Joella comes to me at 7:40 and is like, Dad, aren't you going to take me to choir today? Oh, yeah. You got to be there in 5 minutes. Guess we'll be late. Welcome. Anyways, it's great to all be back together, filming and being live-ish. It's the full week of January. Today is the first full week of January, and it's great to be with you. It's great to connect.
And it's a good day to celebrate January and birthdays and all kinds of beautiful
Do
things.
we know anybody celebrating a birthday this week?
I think there's quite a few, actually.
I do suppose that it would be appropriate on Sunday to say birthday to a certain person, even though it will only be 3 days past their birthday. So when you say hi, you can add happy birthday. That'd be beautiful. Anyways, it's great. It's good to be back from afar, from holidays, from all day, and now we're together again. And we are starting a new series. We're talking about what is the church, Lakeview, all these things. And you brought forth from the Bible 3 metaphors.
Sorry, the way you said that. You brought forth created.
It's the English coming up.
It is.
Brought forth
My
unto
New Year's
me.
resolution should be more proper and fancy. Anyways,
Sorry to get that laugh out.
that's
So I
all
can
good.
be serious.
Forced to come and
How dare you be serious, Jefferson? Anyways, so 3 metaphors. What is the church?
Right. Yes.
We are the family, the body, the temple.
Yep.
I'm like,
Good job.
I almost accidentally said of doom. Anyways, okay, so here's my question to lead in. What is your favorite body part?
Oh.
I say this
Yeah.
because in my brain I remember one time early in my relationship with Sheena, I was still a mailman. And let me tell you, back in those days where I spent many hours a day hiking all over the city of Nanaimo, my calves were awesome.
Yeah.
And-
did Sheena really appreciate your calves?
No.
Too bad.
But there was one day where I was trying to convince her that she should. Look at these.
Look at these.
Look at these specimens.
Yeah.
I was very proud of my
Oh,
calves.
that's great.
And
You know, that's a good question. I mean, it's an interesting question now that you give some perspective to it.
well, before you, like for
Yeah.
everybody we just lost, like here's the biblical tie-in. Paul uses, when he talks
Yeah.
about the body, right?
Yeah.
He specifically references that some people just have different functions within the body,
Yeah.
like different parts of the body do. Some are ears, some are hands, some are
Yeah.
eyes, some are noses. We don't get to pick those. We just like, there are all these parts and you all have a different function. We all come together.
Yeah, and
Right?
everyone is needed.
And everyone is needed.
Yeah.
But there's a right and a wrong answer to your question.
Sure. Go on.
The head.
Is Jesus.
Christ is the head of the church.
Right.
Yeah.
So if we actually love the body, we
Yeah.
love the head first.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually,
That's the right answer. There is no other answer.
But I'm asking you, what is your favorite part of your body? Not the church. Like, come on, because we don't need anybody on Sunday
I
morning
mean-
going, am I Jeff's favorite?
let's say a given. The head, obviously, yeah, like you can't do anything else without your head. But taking away that option, what's your favorite? Like, okay, so for me, I appreciate that yours are the calves. For me, I like to rock climb, and
Yeah.
I'm really working on my hand strength. And so hands are like they're quite amazing when you think about
It'd
it.
be very
What
challenging
you
to
can
rock
do.
climb without it.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
just the not just climbing, but all the things you do with your hands. So hands are probably one of my favorites. Yeah.
We're not counting internal organs, obviously.
The spleen, is that your favorite? The spleen?
No, I feel like you know that, but not necessarily an internal organ, but it is. I would say without your eyes, without your eyesight, you have a very different life.
Yep.
And I'm noticing that because I have some funny things happening with my eyes. So like, if that was to go, I feel like that would be much more difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I can do a lot of things one-handed. I can do a lot of things, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever.
You're right. Sight is huge.
But yeah, huge, like that's big. But I do feel like, you know, ears can go, nose can go, eyes. That's really going to change your life.
So you would choose so because okay, the other option we could have talked about this morning is we played this little game, get to know you game. Like if you had to lose one of your senses, which would you choose, right? And it sounds like you're just
Smell.
saying like you could
Smell
you could go with
first.
smell.
Smell.
Wow, man, there's some things that smell so good though.
Yeah.
Like that would be tough to never like.
But in comparison to sight, sound,
Yeah, no, I'm not
taste,
keen to lose my ability to see.
If we're comparing them,
Yeah.
smell, go.
Yeah.
Right, you lose your taste, you can still drive a car, you can still,
Yeah.
like,
Good stuff, yeah.
food would be less enjoyable,
Yeah.
but you can still have a relatively normal
Think
life.
about how much of your life revolves around food, though. Like even the
More than
holiday
I'm willing
season,
to
like,
admit.
I'm just not you. I'm saying us.
No, I know what you're
Like
saying.
I love that, you know, that
Yeah.
part of my life. But it's interesting that you said you would lose your hearing before your sight because you're a musician. Like,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, Stevie Wonder, still a great pianist, but
Doesn't have his eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was blind,
right,
yeah.
yeah. Huh.
Beethoven,
Mm-hmm.
slightly,
Yeah.
mostly.
he had some
deaf.
hearing challenges, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like not you know, not great, but like I do feel like I could for sure continue in my current state somewhat. I would be a terrible singer
Yeah.
without hearing, but
Yeah.
It's funny, like, I think through how I would answer that question, right? My kids often accuse me of being deaf, not being able to see things right in front of me, not being able to smell or taste when milk is off. Like, I'm like, what? Do I have a sense that I excel at?
Oh,
walking,
that's funny,
you do
yeah.
great at
I
walking.
do great walking. Oh,
because
that's good.
It's all in the caps.
I only trip 10% of the time. Anyways, getting us back to the sermon and the scripture, right? We all have, the thing I appreciate most about the metaphor in the body is that aspect of everyone is needed.
Yeah.
And when I got up, not even really putting together what you were going to talk about on the morning, though I knew the general theme,
Yeah.
right, to get up and stand and realize, you know, in doing the announcements, like just how genuinely appreciative I am for our church body, right? To be able to, like, I had an interesting conversation just Tuesday evening with someone about, like, they were expressing how awful their last year was, and in my head, I'm like, compared to 2020, it was like dynamite, right? Like, it was going back to the days when we couldn't be together. You know, those were awful.
Yeah.
But to be with one another is
Yeah.
so good, and we forget that. And so that, I think, would love to encourage us with that aspect of, we might joke about, like, oh, do you really need the appendix or whatever, but we really do need one another.
Yeah.
And there's nobody who is a disposable part of the body of Jesus. And we might glorify certain positions within the church from time to time, but I think God glorifies the ones that are often overlooked. And that is something for us never to lose sight of.
There's
I would
some,
say.
sorry, just to expand
Yeah.
on that, there's some interesting thoughts from some theologians that I've read about what in the kingdom will be different, right? So
Yeah.
like here, some of the people that we look down on or that we ignore or neglect,
Yeah.
are they going to be for lack of a better word that's coming to my mind right now, the kings and queens of the kingdom of heaven, right? Are they going to be the ones that, you know, are most reflect God or whatever, right? Like,
Or like even
it's
depending
interesting
on
to think about.
which translation you read, you know, Jesus saying, you know, the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these, right? Like,
Yeah.
understanding that there's that sense of like, yeah.
No, yeah.
No, it's good.
I don't want to go too far.
Just expanding on your, like, there is
Yeah.
no part of the body that should be neglected. Like,
Yeah.
every person matters, especially in light of the eternal, unseen kingdom that that is realer than, more real than here.
Which is why I also love even the title, how it kind of connects those two things together. That like you, sometimes when we think about church or attending church or the building, we have a tendency to like, okay, I'm going to church, and then it's us, and then God is up there, right? So it's like down here, up there, down here, up there. And if we just said God's church, right, or the church, we would still feel like, okay, the church is like the down here and God is up there. When we say God's church, it's like God has his like arms around the church and is like enfolding, and like this is what I picture when I hear God's church. And then within that, you know, that connection to one another and to him all at the same time, like that's what I really enjoyed, even about how you kind of brought us through that we are for one another, but we are about the kingdom as well. Like, and that's how we are characterized is God's kingdom coming together and being a certain way.
Yeah, those metaphors actually intersect a lot too, like God's church, our family, the temple, like, man, the presence of God to each other. Wow.
Yeah, I realized this morning we're focusing a lot on the body, in part because I think that's an easier one to talk about.
Right, yeah.
I wish we were better at talking more about the temple metaphor. I think that, personally, I feel like that is one of the more important ones. It's interesting that it uses the temple, which was such a fixed locale, when the tabernacle was God's home on the move.
Yeah, right.
And maybe that's more what I think we are, but go ahead.
Well, but it's an appropriate time for temple
Yeah.
because you have everybody's working out.
Yeah.
Everybody's, you know, I'm cutting this out of my diet. I'm
That's
doing
true.
dry January. I'm
My body is a temple.
My body is a temple, and I'm doing a juice cleanse and like doing all these things of like, you know, we have that sense of is purity the right word? I don't know, but we have that sense of like just understanding that we are housing something amazing, which you talked about, like the Spirit goes with us. We are carrying that Spirit to the world. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sorry, left turn.
No, it's because I was going to start talking about the family aspect, and I appreciate that you brought up how that can be complicated for some people.
Yeah.
We probably more than anything love to joke about, I gotta go spend time with the family, but.
Yeah,
but
uncles are really thrown under the and yet uncles, I think
we could embrace it.
Uncles actually made or broke our hangout time at family get-togethers.
Yeah,
like the uncles were the fun, crazy ones.
Yeah.
Not the.
Yeah.
I think, you know, like, I remember my dad and uncles, like, when we would be on holidays all together, like, they'd go off and do fun stuff.
Yeah.
And
they'd leave you back.
I was always like,
the kids back.
What about us? You guys are off golfing and going on bike rides, and we, like, and, you know, like, that was aspirational. Like, oh, you could be an adult and have fun with your brothers and brothers-in-law. But no, because what I appreciate about that family is I think it encapsulates that Lakeview is here, but the church is everywhere, like worldwide. And that, I think, helps us bridge the gap to understand that the church is so big. Like we talk, like I'm connected to some large families that some would call medium-sized, but most would call big. But compared to God's family, it's nothing. And I love that, you know, as we look ahead to the upcoming summer, we get, you know, I'm excited about going and spending time with some of our brothers and sisters, and taking some people from here to Romania with the focus of there are churches in Romania that want to reach kids for Jesus and are like desiring brothers and sisters to come from North America who speak English so that we can connect with people who are hungry for English, really hungry for Jesus, but don't really know that. But we can bring them together, and we can, through the medium of, you know, Bible stories and songs and games and all those fun things, you know, share Jesus with people. And so we did get to announce on Sunday that we are planning a trip in August to do that, to go hang out with kids, more than anything, to hang out with pastors and pastors' wives and members of these church congregations and just see how they are the family members in Romania, how they are the body there, and get to see what God is doing in these communities.
You've told us a little bit about the work, so you're going to
Yeah.
be going, but we know Camp Falcon Rock
Yes.
from Paul and Tanya. Are you going to be staying at the camp?
We will not be staying at the camp.
Okay.
I don't know if we'll have time to drive by it.
Okay.
We are going to be in 2 villages or
Okay.
small towns that are not where the camp is.
Okay.
One of them's not too terribly far,
Mhm.
but it is kind of out of the way. So it'd be awesome if we get to drive by.
Mm-hmm.
The camp runs weeks of camp primarily in July,
Okay.
and then August they kind of rent that space out to other groups and things. Which gives them then opportunity, because we're going to be working with the camp leadership. Like these are people who have
Yeah.
been connected with the camp, who are then available to basically take camp to communities.
Yeah. So you're doing the work of the camp, but you might not be at
That's
the
right.
camp much.
We are
Okay.
connected with
Yeah.
people who have been very connected with the ministry of the camp, that I've been to Camp Falcon Rock with, but we are not going to be staying at or going to the camp.
Yeah.
Unless it would be just a quick, hey, there's the camp, so you can say you see it. But I don't know that we're going to have time even for that, so I don't want to promise
So
it.
you're going to get to know people in the community.
When this
interact and
was
that.
introduced to me, it was partly Paul Garricky had a hand in setting this up, and one of the things he said to me is, "You will be in one part of Romania that not even I have been to."
Wow.
One of the towns is like almost right in the very center of the country, and typically we've always been in the northwest. I know that's backwards for you people watching on screen. Sorry, northwest. Right, close, and which is where the camp is. All of most of what we've done has been in the northwest of Romania.
Yeah.
And one of our towns is going to be in the northwest, real close to the Hungarian border.
Okay.
The other one is like right smack in the middle of the country.
Wow. Oh, that's
So,
cool. That'll be exciting. Yeah.
It'll be exciting because compared to Canada, Romania is not a big place, but it's a pretty big place.
Yeah.
And to see how the differences in communities and all of that. But it'll be a really great experience.
And so you want people to be thinking about this, praying about this.
I would love people to pray about and consider whether or not this is the right thing for them to join in on.
Yeah.
We'd love to take anyone. I've been telling people high school and up.
Okay.
If you're healthy enough to travel, if you are following Jesus and want to help kids know Him better, and you're good with travel, it's far. Like it takes over a day to get there. It's
Really?
almost because we take like a full day just to get to Budapest, and then we overnight in Budapest, and then drive in. It's a few hour drive,
Wow.
so it's a full day and a half to get to Romania, depending on how many stops your flights take along the way,
Wow.
and then it's equally that home.
So what's the process for someone that's thinking about
The
this?
first next step is talk to me. I'll have an info sheet available for anybody who wants to kind of know some more of the specifics of the trip. It's really hard to commit to something if you don't know specifics. I wish everything was set in stone, but until our team is set, it's not,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Once our team is set and we can book flights, then everything will be much more like this is the way it's going to be. You've got a few weeks to sort of pray about the details and consider whether or not this is right for you. And so talk to me, give you that info. By the middle of February, the 15th is a Sunday, I'd like to have our team in place. If we can.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We are limited in space. We can only take 9 people, myself included, because that's how many fit in a van as we drive through Romania. And so I was asked this week by Sheena, what are you going to do if you have more than 9 people? And I don't know. We'll figure it out.
So
There is an application process. That's the other
Yeah.
part of it is, first step's an info sheet, and then there'll be some application, like just to help sort out, like, is this really a good fit for you? And so we'll talk more about that in person if you're considering it or praying about it. So.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So talk to you, email you, phone you.
That's right.
Just do something to connect with you.
Connect with me, preferably in
Yeah.
person, because I'd love to just put a piece of paper in your
Yeah,
hand,
yeah.
and but I can email that as well.
Good.
So that's
And this is also because this is a great time of year, because we're already getting, requests for like register for this and be on that and like get all your summer plans together. So this is good.
Yeah, I definitely got just the most basic information to our youth. Not that I like them more, let's be clear, but it's open for youth, high school and up, but just before Christmas, because I know like January 1st is when you got to register for camp.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, maybe keep August open. It's already plans for the summer. We know everybody's working on that already. So
Yeah, it's great.
this Sunday, Jeff,
Yes.
you have a special event
Mm-hmm.
happening after the service. Why don't you tell us more about that?
Yeah, similarly, if you are interested in membership at Lakeview Heights Baptist Church, what is it, what's it about, what's Lakeview Heights about? If you're new here or if you're, first time thinking of that, right after the service, about 11:30, we're going to meet in here in the fellowship room. It's just down the hall from the sanctuary that we meet in. We will have a little, about an hour, hour and a half, where I just lay it out. Here's what membership is. Here's a little bit of the history of the church, and here's what the next steps would be if you're interested in becoming a member. So, come to that. Even if, like you said, even if you're just kind of curious and you're not sure, you don't have to become a member if you've been in the membership class, but you at least know what it's all about.
That's probably a good distinction, because coming to the class doesn't mean you're now signing up to be moderator or lead any committee.
This is not your membership.
It's just getting more information.
Right. Yeah.
And so that's good. That's this Sunday the 11th after the service, like 11:30.
Yeah. As soon as we can kind of get people and get started.
Super. Speaking of Kevin, last Sunday in January.
Yeah, January 25th, we are gathering together in this room again after the service, but it's a couple weeks after. So January 25th, we'll have a soup Sunday, and then we're gonna just jump straight into the AGM. And so we will gather in this room, have a quick soup. So glad to have everybody stay and enjoy that, and anybody that wants to can then just slip over back to the other room. We'll then have the AGM following the soup right away, so that as we head into this year, we can approve our budget, we can share with the congregation some of our thoughts and plans and vision for what's happening moving into 2026, and even how 2025 went. This is important information for those that call Lakeview home, and so we ask you to be a part of it, even if you're not a member. Just understanding that if you care about Lakeview, this is an opportunity for you to just kind of hear and see and be a part. So
It's great. Thank you. It's fun. I'm looking at January. I'm going, okay, so the 11th, there's a thing after the service. We are children's ministry, sneaking a little lunch in there on the 18th. We saw an open Sunday and we jumped on it. We're taking it. So I think all of our children's ministry volunteers should be aware of that. If not, a reminder. That's going to be in there on the 18th, and then the 25th is that. So it's great.
It's full.
It's January, man. It's wonderful. There's lots going on as always, and but of course we value your time and thank you for spending some of it with us today. And we look forward to meeting with you face to face in the near future.